Hey guys, what's up? This will be a short video because not mainly, but mainly you had seen these already in my recent pickups video that I did about this past week. So these are just things I decided to finally uh, get, and these are video game wise. Yes, Xbox One, PS4. I finally decided to get these games, finally get some games added to my collection because it's been a while. I did get a game added digitally to my Xbox One, but that was about it. Physical media wise, I had not gotten some new games in quite some time. So I decided, you know what, it's time to go out and do that. And again, these are games you saw in the recent pickups video. But basically, I have two PS4s and a Xbox One. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna double check up here, make sure there's nothing else besides that. That I have. Make sure. No, everything's good. Everything is good. Because I am going to say that Xbox One wise, I'm going to start with that in a moment. Right now, Xbox One wise, the game that I downloaded digitally that I told you about, that I just mentioned, I should say, is, of course, the one a lot of people love. They love to play and they love to hate because of its difficulty. Of course, I'm talking about Cuphead, which is a very fun game. And if you have a lot of time on your hands, it's definitely a game that you want to try to beat, try to play, and be done with it. So, yeah, it's kind of difficult and everything. I mean, one part I'm at in the game is going up against that sunflower. Yeah, it's not so easy. Because just when it looks like you're about to beat the guy, you know, that's when it kind of blows up in your face. Basically, it's like when you get the pattern down or some kind of pattern that makes the guy beatable, that's when things get a little bit more tricky. And it's like just when you think you got him, forget it. You know, so obviously that's gonna take time to play. But speaking of the Xbox One, of course I did get another physical Xbox One game. This, of course, is one of the games that is digital, that is basically enhanced, I should say, for the Xbox One X. And this, of course, came out recently, about a few weeks ago. A lot of people say it's good. Some say it's some say it's good. Some say it takes liberties. Some say that it's kind of got modes that, like, okay, that was a surprise, and like, why they do this? I mean, Angry Joe, he does a review on it, and he basically says that one of the modes, regular mode, is basically like probably the easiest you're going to get because the AI is particularly brain dead. It's like doesn't really do much to you. And then he says the hardest mode is basically to where you will get shot at. You will get shot at almost precisely. It's like right through the pixels. Like it's like through the tiniest itty bitty hole you'll get the fire, and it's like through the ittiest bitty hole it'll go right through and hit you. So, yeah. So basically, he says there's that mode, but then he says the one that balances out is veteran. So, the more I play, the better it'll be. But I ended up getting this game. Apparently, my nephews got it too. I think my oldest nephew got it for his PS4 Pro, his PS4, and my other nephew, of course, got it for the same system I have. I'm talking about Call of Duty, World War II, as you can see right there. And this part right here, I'm pretty sure Angry Joe is not too happy about. I will check, see if it's got a code on it. No, it does not. Basically, you got to get a season pass to play certain parts of it. But yeah, there's the game. I could have got it for PS4. Probably still will down the line. But the reason I got it for the Xbox is I have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I've kind of been more used to playing Call of Duty on the Xbox One, on the Xbox system, so I ended up getting it. And as you could see, I don't know if you could see that very well, it does say, if we can get it right there, it does say enhanced for the Xbox One. It basically says 4K Ultra HD, HDR, and Xbox One X enhanced. So yeah, it's enhanced. It's ready to go for the Xbox One X. So if anybody's wondering, if the game is going to have a separate Xbox One X release, it's not. Basically, the game's already enhanced and ready to play on the Xbox One X when you get it. So that, along with the digital download of Cuphead, are the only Xbox One games I got. I do have some, though, on reserve. I'll get into that in a moment. But I do have some on reserve, and I'll tell you about it in a moment. Next up, of course, I ended up getting, PS4 is still looked at as probably the premier gaming system. Even the Pro version is looked at as the premier gaming system right now. Even though the X is giving it a run for its money, the Xbox One X, even though it might outsell the PS4 Pro or PS4 Slim or whatever in sales for this month, all time though, it's barely touching the surface, I should say, all time when it comes to the Xbox One. Well, not Xbox One, but it comes to the PS4 in general. It might, for a month, sales-wise or holiday sales-wise, it might surpass the PS4 Pro and the Slim, but and even the original. But in general, it's still got a long ways to go. It's barely just clawing at the surface, as far as we know. And if you want a good example of that, basically in the electronics area at my job, they had brought out a whole bunch of Xbox One, not Xbox One, but they had brought out a whole bunch of PS4 and PS4 Pro systems, regular editions, Battlefront 2 editions, stuff like that, and those sold more than the Xbox One systems, including the X, because later on that night, including the next day, which was Friday, the official, as far as I'm concerned, the real official Black Friday, not just the Thursday evening, which was the 6 to 8, 6 to 12 flash sales, I noticed that there were 2 Xbox One X's back in the cabinets. So it kind of told me that the PS4 systems were still selling better than the Xbox One systems. Even though the X only had 2 systems in there, I do expect those to be gone before the Christmas season is out. But yeah, PS4 still proved to be the superior system to play. I'm guessing it's because people have trust issues with the X, and of course I think they're hearing exactly what a lot of people are saying, that it's basically an Xbox One S system, that all it is just an upgraded version. That's about it. It's basically what I said it is. It's an upgraded version of the Xbox One and Xbox One S. It's nothing really special. And I think they're seeing through that right now. Heck, if you notice, you're not hearing many people talking about it right now. I mean, you're getting some comparison videos, yeah, but not a lot of people are talking about it much anymore, because I think the truth is starting to seep out. But anyway, getting back to the PlayStation 4, which I ended up getting when I still lived in Patterson, I ended up getting two games that a lot of people expected me to get eventually. And of course, those games are WWE 2K18. Of course, it's got something for the SuperCard. And then, of course, it's got this. And as I mentioned in one video, it used to always have like a code on the back. Doesn't have that anymore. So, and I think that ticks off a lot of fans, honestly. And then, of course, there's the game right there. And it is enhanced and ready for the PS4 Pro. Yeah, let's see. Well, it doesn't say that, but it's obviously, you can play it on the PS4 Pro too. And you can kind of tell that they went all out with this one, because it's a little bit more shinier, especially with the cover. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I ended up getting 2K18, trying to get myself ready for that. And then, of course, the one a lot of people would expect to get, I ended up getting Sonic Forces. I got the bonus edition at GameStop, even though the the case that I pulled out to try to present to the cashier, to the GameStop employee, to find the game for me to buy, because that's basically how GameStop works. You basically got to present, you basically got to pull the game out like this. You got to pull it out, present it to the person at GameStop, to the cashier or the employee, and they will literally take it, look into the cabinet behind them, and find the game there. And the case that I pulled out did not say bonus edition, but that's what I ended up getting. Of course, there's the game right there. And then, of course, it gives you a little code. This is what they should be doing with the DLCs, is instead of microtransactions, like I mentioned earlier, they give you a code for that. They tell you about the Shadow origin story one you can play, as well as they give you control, as well as show you how you can play your game, Shadow. And then, of course, because it's a bonus edition, they give you a controller skin. In other words, you can place this on your controller depending on what version you ended up getting of said game. So, yeah. So yeah, I ended up getting Sonic Forces. I'm at stage 13 right now of the game. And as I mentioned in my little review of it, my overview, first impressions review, it's basically like Sonic Generations. It's a little tricky at times, but it's basically Sat AM the game, but without the Sat AM characters, if you catch my drift. But overall, that is my video game video game haul recently. My recent video game haul, my recent video game editions, my Xbox One, PS4 editions. As I mentioned earlier, I do have other games on reserve. And what that means is I took a couple of PS4 and Xbox One games and I hid them in areas at my store that hopefully they'll remain there until I get my check this upcoming week so I can buy them. And the way I hid, and don't worry, these are not regular priced games. They might go back up on regular price in the next week or so, but right now these are games that are basically, they have the little dots on them, little colored dots, to tell you which ones are like $9, $12, $29, $19, stuff like that. So I took some of those games and I hid them in areas around the store. Some of them are basically other console versions of what I have, like Battlefront. I have, like with the Xbox One, I have Battlefront for the Xbox One, the first Battlefront of Star Wars. So what I did is I took the PS4 version, which was on sale, had the sticker on it, and I hid that. Then there are several other games. You'll see them if I'm able to get them, if they haven't gone back to regular price, which they may or may not have. But I will be able to hopefully show you those as well as a belated Cyber Week Black Friday haul kind of deal. So look forward to something like that video down the line when I get a chance. But overall, yeah, like I said, these are my video game hauls for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Again, the other game I got for the One was Cuphead. And that's really all I'm going to say, folks. So till next time, God bless, take care, I'm out.